I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit Chain Scrape first and upgrade my bow.
Don't scroll apartment with an official seal.
This'll keep.
Let's see then what we have here. I think we go and fix our bow first, and then we can start going and look into these things. Don't know if it's gonna be any fighting or not, so I'll upgrade our bow first.
Send this to my stash.
Quick save.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe. Machine doesn't like fire.
Yeah, the graphics on this one is really amazing.
Gotta find a cauldron to learn how to override machines.
Oh, what the? Got the prompt up to hit it, but it hit the damn corpse instead. That's weird. Lost track of us. Okay. Search these. Okay. Oh, melee, damn it. Let's see, skills. I'm gonna make our healing better.
Dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down? That must be chain scrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too. Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior?
Wanna come in, Savior?
Maybe I do, huh?
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on.
Huh?
Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
No, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chain scrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, Good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that one.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
My hands are tied. Best I can do is put you.
Okay. What's next needed? Oh, do that one too. Burrow sound shell. Okay. We have that. Look at that one too. Do. Fanghorn antler. Let's see, we need boar hide, so we need to kill all the boars, and boar bone, coon, squirrel. Okay. Number of these acid damage is not available in inventory. Use your focus and scan enemies if they are weak to acid. Killing enemies with acid will build up to the corroding state. Once in this state, an enemy's armor takes damage over time and has reduced damage resistance. With acid cannons with acid
work with a hammer in this state.
detonate them and trigger a large elemental explosion.
Till Elvin blows that whistle, no one's working anyway.
This should be useful. Now, shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Hey Diggy, how's it going?
I'm into that stuff.
This is your stash. You can find every settlement as well as many other locations throughout the world. When you get items beyond carrying capacity, excess items will be sent to your stash. Shown here. Give to your items individually or restock all your resources by holding R.
Unless Elvin and his cronies hear it. Now these may be.
Talking to you, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be hot this weekend, but luckily.
Maybe finally someone who will outdrink me, huh?
Some part of the country is gonna be up to 30 Celsius degrees, but luckily where I live, we're gonna get maximum 24.
Ignoring me again?
Places we find.
What?
New places we get to tap.
Look, Honora. Must be an exile.
Red hair and design. Genius, you know. It's true. Almost 4. Last time I was back, he'd already started walking.
Yeah, you.
We had crappy weather here for a week now.
Got work to do. Ignoring me again?
Good day. Or good evening. Salutations, fair maiden.
Anyone!
Who might you
Make my day!
Hammer and tongs.
I hope Corvin and the others are doing better than I.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off her pay. Or worse.
You guys must have gotten a lot of rain
Slow
then.
down and take me through it. You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvind... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Must be someone round here worth talking to.
Oops.
Round!
We are on the
Somebody
same
drinking.
Ready to go?
The bristlebacks
Don't do that.
threaten us all.
Hope you got that roof fixed.
We all know it was the Karja who let the bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them
What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, Gutter of Youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah, Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
And who appointed you, little buddy?
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Can we shoot him now?
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Yeah, you!
If I were a sober man, I would salute you. This place much up.
Look, all these side stuff.
Hey, Milda.
Tavern,
Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Probably the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Hey, Loy. Change your mind about that brew?
No?
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Like somebody spitting the beer, huh?
Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your
I'll
pick.
take coffee instead.
We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Ulvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Well, some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvin was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvin has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvend.
Around here, everything's about Olvend.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvend?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvend has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Okay.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Oh yeah, they have this weird game, right?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Begin this opponent set. Okay. Sure.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. just need to move that machine forward, Red. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the when performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Mm-hmm.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking, not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make
Okay,
your
so he
machine
has to
sprint.
be, so he can't
That lets you
be.
move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but that's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or You might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Yeah, so there's a lot to think about, the different terrain and different machines, I guess, so...
I'll see you later, Aloy.
How goes? Not like the stuff we used to get.
Okay.
Ah, Savior! Over here!
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvant's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvant up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvant wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvant get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvant has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvant blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvant's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
Okay.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvant will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Shut up. Let me talk to your boss.
Nope. Clown.
Why else would we warrior mate?
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offered challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Millipede, Chain Scrape. Millipede tests your close quarter fighting skills against other human opponents. Complete all challenges against other fighters to ultimately face the Pitmaster. It also allows you to practice your melee skills in a focused tutorial or an open-ended training session. Okay. Hold G button. What the heck? Oh, weird to have the G button. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Block breaker. Okay. Resonator blast and block breaker and resonator blast.
I'm still waiting
Okay,
for you to...
can't do anything about that yet. Okay. You can go over here and do this first, I guess.
What do you mean I'm being loud? That hammer is on.
Okay, and out there.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Oops.
Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf.
On a piece of green and rare valuable resource hidden all over the world. Greens can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific measures. Yeah, this one can climb a little bit more freely. Something there.
Will make an interesting color for my armor.
Midnight Bloom.
I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now.
Aww.
Must be somewhere I can get rid of those vines. But how?
We need to learn fire arrow or something then. I assume. Back down we are. Go. Oh, poor hide. Nice. Do 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 do. Ah, the joy of missing tools.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildif.
Okay, I need a scroll hides and stuff, so sorry, Orange. I am gonna be killing a lot of little almost saves we have. Need the boar bone. There. Bone.
I could use frost ammo against it.
Nothing happened, okay, buddy? Stupid loud boar. Oh, there's something up there. Inside,
Spotted. Gotta move.
you should usually just run away. But town. Oh my god. Ow. can't just all of a sudden see me. Like, where the heck is it that it's still I guess we might have found a way to get to this marker.
Gemstone. It's green like glaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested. Okay, we can't do that one yet. Missing tool. At least we have it marked now. Refreshing, I guess.
Okay. Let's get this campfire. So we have somewhere close to respawn at.
give up the hunt soon enough. Scroungers. Moldiv said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles. Good data tells where machines were carvings. I think I have everything I need for Moldiv. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
Burrers. Snitches. Rat got demolished. Boar is snitching on us. I wonder if I can. Come over here. I'm just gonna stab you gently, okay? Could override one of them. That's a mount. Damn, you are loud. Boy. Let's see.
This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble. They know something's up. That looks like the foreman Arnav mentioned. I should check in with him.
Hey, buddy.
You good? I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin? Arnav sent me. I'm...
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blasts to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I can't... I have to go.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We use controlled blasts to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two, I think. 2 more.
I'll do what I can. Gotta find those 2 miners, quick.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Over here!
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good.
I think I'm starting to see things. Is that a Nora?
Yeah, make some cute noises.
Okay?
Who are you?
Until they didn't.
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you here. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere.
I can't.
I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me. Almost there. Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage. Brushed off some of the sweat.
It was down. So the marker. Get to that one. I need to get up there somehow. What the? Seriously? God damn it. What let's see. So let's see here. What do we have? We need to somehow lower the water level line. Be able to do anything here? Can't do anything with that one. Okay, we need somehow to get over to that side. Another way in there, or?
Blasted water ain't going anywhere. You need to leave, Thornton. Not without you.
What do we have here? That's where we came from. Let's see. Oops. So,
We're gonna get out of this thing. Don't give me that. I'm not going anywhere.
The water's rising. If you're gonna do anything about it, now's the time, kid.
Just don't blow us up.
there must be something we are gonna hit from here. That point we need to move. It feels like there should be somewhere where I have to like be able to get up somewhere. I guess I'll go up here. There's no other loot anywhere. Yes, minute. What's that?
Our horse. I could use fire against it.
Yeah, do you see me having fire arrows? No. I have traps.
Maybe I can swim it this time last.
Yeah, but that doesn't give us loot.
If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
And of course he stood up. Oh, what the? Why is she jumping up there for? I want to get up on this part. Not jump all the way up there. It's like, what the actual heck, man? though. Tools. Maybe try and get up here then. Then it works.
Shooting that should release a cloud of spores to hide in. Pass. Just gotta keep low and quiet.
Some you can hit and some you can't, huh?
I think that's all of them. Now to find a way out of this room. I need to find a way up to those explosives. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives.
What tracks? Oh, it's these tracks. Okay. We need to go up there and go along.
Let's see where this leads.
Working in these environments, man. Ugh.
stash this away for later. There's the explosives up on the track. Just cross somehow. Might be a good idea to drop that ladder.
Loot, 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 loot.
Did the trick. Ah, guess that got its attention. Oh, getaway screen. Broke it off. That's all of them. Now let's go check on those miners.
But let's see.
Gotta try further back.
Why can't I? Seriously? How can it grip that? Seriously? Why can't you jump up on that one?
I'm gonna take a step back.
Do it this way then. It's a pen. Something else we can do up here. There's nothing I can do to... Okay. I should... How am I gonna get to that one? I can't drag it down. It's like climbing. Don't want to help us at this point, unfortunately. Or can I reach? Didn't think I would be able to reach them. No talk about it.
She's so dead. We don't know that. You did it. I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Better let Corvin know his men are all right.
Let's see. Now we have this one.
I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up, and it's never good. Sooner or
Thank you,
later,
Huntress.
someone's gonna have to deal with him.
I'll see the last two make it out.
What that is?
There's an old watchtower at the top of that cliff. I wonder if there's anything still inside. Looks like the path up broke a long time ago. I'm gonna have to climb.
Got some either. Huh? Oh wait.
You can get a strong color out of this.
Okay. What the? Yeah.
There we go. Smoke. I wonder where it's coming from.
Okay.
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Nice view. Down we go. Ugh. Heavy landing.
Ready for anything now?